A very warm greetings to all of you. Welcome to ATME College of Engineering, Mysuru for 3-day national seminar on research avenues in artificial intelligence and allied areas, sponsored by Science and Engineering Research Board. I'm Sushma Varadaraju, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, and I have the privilege of being the host of today's seminar. On behalf of organizing committee, we extend our appreciation for your presence today. Before we get started, I would like to take you through the purpose behind today's seminar. As we all know, artificial intelligence makes it possible for machines to learn from experience, adjust to new inputs, and perform human-like tasks. I think we all agree artificial intelligence applications have progressed tremendously in recent years, and they can now be found in practically every sector. The key objective of the seminar is to provide the communication between the science and engineering research among the academic and industrial community working on artificial intelligence and IoT, artificial networks, deep learning, cybersecurity to identify new promising research direction as well as to publish recent advances in this area. Now, to start with, it is a culture to remember God Almighty before everything we do starts. So let us begin this function seeking the blessings through a melodious invocation. I would like to call upon Ms. Kavya LG, student of Computer Science and Engineering, to invoke the Almighty.
सरस्वती सरस्वती नमोस्तुते शारदे विद्या प्रदे सरस्वती नमोस्तुते शारदे विद्या प्रदे
on research avenues in artificial intelligence and allied areas, sponsored by SERB. The idea of this seminar to provide the opportunity for the researchers, academicians, and also students, UG and PG, to identify their new promising research directions in the field of artificial intelligence. So before welcome the gatherings, so I would like to thank our Honorable Chairman, Sri L. Arun Kumar and the management for their encouragement and the continuous support to organize this seminar. For this inaugural function, today we have a chief guest, Mr. Prashant Chandrasekhar, Principal Architect, Psychopate, USA. On behalf of the college and the department, I welcome you for this inaugural function. The inaugural function will be presided by beloved principal, Dr. L. Basuraj. Thank you, sir. Okay. On behalf of the department, I welcome you, sir. So I would like to welcome the seminar convener, Dr. Naveen NM, Associate Professor, Department of CSE. Welcome you, sir. It is my pleasure to welcome the distinguished speakers from IITs, NITs, and other reputed universities who are going to share their knowledge in the field of artificial intelligence. In the next 3 days, I welcome you all the speakers. I welcome the respected deans, heads of various departments, and administrative officer for this inaugural function. Welcome you all. I welcome all the participants from the industries and academic institution for this 3-day national seminar. Welcome you all. Finally, I welcome all my colleagues and all organizing committee members for this inaugural function. Welcome you all. I expect this seminar will be productive for the next 3 days and it will be fruitful for the artificial intelligence technology. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of the organizing committee, I welcome Dr. Putegoda D, Professor and Head Department of CSE and co-convener of this event for the Now I would like to call upon Ms. Purnashri Kulkarni, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science Engineering, to introduce our chief guest for today's event.
Good morning, one and all present here. Today, I would like to introduce our chief guest, Mr. Prashant Chandrasekhar, Principal Architect, Syncopate. Welcome. Mr. Prashant Chandrasekhar is currently working as Principal Architect in Syncopate. He has over 20 years of IT service experience in IT service sectors. Having a BSc degree in Computer Science, MBA in Information Science, and MSc in Computer Science Engineering. So these are few of his achievements. That is working with Government of Karnataka as MuleSoft TSB architect from January 2019 to May 2021. In Unilever, he has worked as a platform architect from March 2018 to December 2019. He has also worked at Wishworks as middleware integration architect from November 2014 to March 2018. At Orangespan as consultant from July 2013 to November 2014. And at Oracle, he has worked as pre-sales consultant and in Wipro as a project engineer. He has shown his expertise in the field of design development and delivery of IT services to a wide range of organizations across various industry sectors, including financial services, hospitality, and retail. It's our honor having you here, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say that light and brightness has always been equated with positivity and motivation and is seen as the harbinger of good. To start off on an auspicious note, we will now have the lamp lighting ceremony. And ladies and gentlemen, to do the honors, we have an esteemed gathering amongst us. May I please request the dignitaries to kindly join us for the lamp lighting ceremony? Thank you very much, gentlemen, for doing the honors. Thank you once again. Ladies and gentlemen, I now invite Dr. Naveen N.M., Convener, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science Engineering, to brief about the event.
Thank you. Very good morning to all. Respected dignitaries on the dais, invited speakers, my esteemed colleagues, participants, media persons, and my dear students. I would like to extend a warm greeting to all of you on behalf of the organizing committee for this 3-day seminar on research avenues in artificial intelligence and allied areas. The seminar is organized by Department of Computer Science in association with Science and Engineering Research Board, New Delhi. The Science and Research Engineering Board in India was established in the year 2008 with the objective of supporting basic research in emerging areas of science and engineering. It provides financial assistance to academic institutions, laboratories, and industry which are involved in research. The Department of Computer Science and Engineering in ATME's College of Engineering was established in the year 2010 with an initial intake of 60 students and was enhanced to 120 students in the year 2013. The department has state-of-the-art laboratories and excellent infrastructure facilities that provide the students with quality education that matches global standards. The department is wide open to innovative ideas, methodologies to to establish itself as the most sought excellent learning center. Okay. Uh, Artificial intelligence is a wide range of tools that enables people to rethink how they integrate information, analyze data, and use the resulting insights into improved decision making. And already it is transforming every walk of life. AI is impacting the future of virtually every industry and every human being. It has been at the forefront of emerging technologies such as big data, robotics, Internet of Things, cloud computing, and it will continue to do so for a foreseeable future. The aim of this seminar is to provide an overview of recent advances and challenges in artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, cybersecurity, cloud computing, and their integration with a focus on real world application, as well as to promote research in artificial intelligence and scientific exchange among AI researchers, practitioners, scientists, analysts, and engineers in affiliated disciplines. Furthermore, the seminar offers an opportunity for researchers and practitioners to identify new promising research directions as well as to publish research advances in this area. The most recent techniques, renowned speakers, tactics, and new updates in the field of artificial intelligence are hallmarks of this seminar. For this 3-day seminar, we have invited 10 distinguished academicians from premier institutes and universities to share their views and research experiences in artificial intelligence. Also, we have received overwhelming response from academic and research institutions. More than 60 participants from various engineering colleges and 10 participants from industry have registered for this event. The seminar will be conducted in both online and offline modes together. Hope this event will be beneficial for everyone and add a new dimension to your AI research career. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our today's chief guest, Mr. Prashant Chandrasekhar, Principal Architect, Syncopate, USA, to address the gathering.
Good morning. Good morning. Yes, that's how you should start. My dear students and my dear teachers, I really want to thank you to, to call me here, or you gave me the opportunity to speak something which is going to be our future. I really want you guys to take this on a serious note to see where you stand after some time. In other words, just like how it happened, remember in the 90s, or even if you go back in the beginning of the 19th century, or even if you go back to the beginning of the 18th century, you would have seen the invention of the lot of industries have come up, right? There was a huge industrial revolution happened. Are you guys able to connect to me what I'm saying? ಅಥವಾ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ yes ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? You know what? The invention of the wheel, right? The invention of the wheel has kick-started a huge revolution in the industries. That's how the industrial revolution has happened. Once the industrial revolution happened, remember there was an invention of this electrical thing which has created a tremendous opportunities for the world. What you see is because of these two tremendous inventions. And similarly, this 3-day seminar that you're going to go through, or whatever the artificial intelligence that we're talking about, or the programs are being conducted, I humbly request all of you to take it very seriously and understand and get to know what the industry is asking as well as where we are heading towards, right? So this is going to be the revolution that no other revolution has happened so far. In other words, for if I say that whatever this AI is bringing into the world is going to be more than 200% has of what it has invented or what we have seen in the entire world. In other words, in the entire universe, to be honest. The reason is the the future is more about how we accommodate with the technologies. And one of the reasons where we see today or what we see today is because of whatever technologies that we have been using right from the healthcare industry, in the education, in the retail industry, or in the artificial intelligence, or in the intelligence, all of them is going to be packaged in one single subject with the various categories inside that as a package of this artificial intelligence. I would, I would request all of you to pay attention to these 3 days and then look at what is happening in this industry and then align yourself both from a career point of view, knowledge point of view, as well as to enable or make yourself adopting to the new technologies. I think I if I give you a simple example of or the meaning of an intelligence and what is an intelligence, it's very simple, isn't it? What it means is an ability to learn and to learn the skills as well as apply that. That's all is the intelligence. Again, what does it mean? An ability to learn the skills and apply that. Today I learn something and I acquire certain skills and then I'm going to apply that to make sure whatever I have learned is being reaped. So what it means again is typically there is a learning that is happening and that learning is going to stay in our mind and then we improve our skills and then we start applying it in various other disciplines uh, that we encounter in our daily life. So that's the simple, a definition of your intelligence. Now, what is this artificial intelligence, right? So we are inducing certain things. In other words, any intelligence to happen on its own, what we need to do is we need to feed certain things, right? Somewhere there should be a feeding, and that feed is nothing but you are making the things learn. So that's when you instruct a machine to start learning, and then when it learns, it starts to provide or it starts to behave as you want. Now, there are so many disciplines that I've seen in this, especially this 3 day seminar, right? So there is the cybersecurity, and that means the application of your artificial intelligence in the cybersecurity, in the agriculture department, or in the agricultural appliances, in the healthcare. I think uh, there are dignitaries. They'll be talking to you on those lines actually. Now, with two different examples, I just wanted to conclude this, and then I really encourage you to avail this opportunity. The first example is where if there is a machine and if you start giving or feeding the good things to this one and it learns the good things. Do you agree with me? You pick up a child, you teach him the only good things, and then the child learns good things. You pick up a child, you make him to learn bad things, the child learns bad things. Do you remember the story of two parrots? Maybe I don't know if the younger generation sitting over there probably might not be recollecting, but then if you look at the two parrot story, where one parrot is, you know, is made to be with a butcher, the other one is with a saint. So that differences talks about what we are going or heading towards. In other words, the opportunity comes with a thin line of differentiation of good and bad. Imagine me being a dictator and I get a nuclear weapon and I am a bad guy, or my machine, I have fed certain things where I can take a decision which only harmful to the entire human or a humanity. And then if I make to learn that to the machine will never be able to understand what is good, what is bad. Do you agree with me? So as academicians, as students, as humans, we also need to know this limitation as well. I think a lot of people will be going to cover this in your entire seminar. Now, on the good side of it is when you when a patient is treated with certain medications, And if diagnosis has to be repeatedly done, and then that intelligence is fed to it, so the machine is going to determine what is good for that context, that patient, or and that scenario. So both the cases are very, very important. So if you're able to understand this differentiation, and my next example is going to be, let's say you have a car, a self-driven car, where a lot of intelligence has been fed into it, and you have made sure that the car moves without a driver. And if I'm traveling and I am the co-passenger, rather, I mean, I'm the owner of the car, and the car is moving in a direction where specifically there is a bridge underneath which a stream of water is flowing. And then if the car is going like this, and suddenly, the car sees that this is a self-driven car, there's nobody, and then there are three people coming in front of it, and they're all kids. Okay. Now the car has to decide. The only option that has been provided to this car is has to move. When it moves, it is going to crush the kids, or to save its owner, or the owner of the car has to take a deviation. I mean, in other words, to save the kids, it has to jump off the bridge and kill the owner, or to save his master, it has to crush the kids. Both are dangerous, isn't it? So this intelligence has to be controlled at certain level. The reason why I'm saying that is, looking at various other consequences that I've seen in the industries, I can clearly say that what happens with this car is either it has to kill the kids, or it has to topple and then drop off to the bridge. Now, who decides this? Somebody has to decide this, right? The manufacturer of the car has to decide whether to make sure the car runs over the kids, or it has to save the kids and then make sure that the owner is safe. Now, obviously, this becomes a political reasons for not to start manufacturing this kind of cars. However, what any government does is, it makes sure that the decision is left to the buyer. In other words, if I am a car manufacturer, I will have two cars. One is the car which can kill the kids, and the car which can save the owner. Hope you are trying to relate what I'm trying to say. So if this kind of a situation comes up, we are inevitable to to face certain consequences. We as academicians and we as learners of the AI should always keep that in mind. These are some of the consequences. Imagine this, the same is applicable to the what is happening with the Ukraine war today. What will you imagine? It's a devastating situation, isn't it? So there are good, there are bad things, there are good things, and usually what happens is, the truth will prevail, right? So the same thing applies in this industry as well. There's a huge opportunity of the AI. It applies to the mechanical industries, it applies to the electrical industries, it is applicable for the healthcare, it's for the civil. Everywhere AI is, it's going to be inevitable. We must understand the applications or the importance of the artificial intelligence. Now, my last comment, or I would say, my to conclude this speech is, we as a responsible citizens needs to make certain choices, and those choices are available to you. I would definitely recommend you guys to go through each and every seminar that is being conducted. They are wonderful topics. If I were listening to them, I think I would have made justice to learn a lot of things, to go through what has been conveyed. The moment Naveen had given me one of the brochures, I saw that the topics are so interesting, and I'm sure you all need to go through that and then understand what's happening. I'm sure I might be talking from a non-academician perspective, but there are certain rules, grammars, and other things that you guys definitely follow. Um, um, it's a part of my responsibility when I'm speaking here, to put those things in a different perspective, as well as it's my duty to kind of convey what I have seen, to by making justice to where I'm speaking. So all the best for your seminars, and then I really appreciate all of you to listen to me patiently as well as giving me the opportunity to talk here on this subject. Thank you so much, and then all the best.
Someone rightly said, gaining knowledge is the first step to wisdom, and sharing it with others is the first step to humanity. Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable thoughts and knowledge with us. Thank you once again. To be inspired is great, but to be an inspiration is an honor. Ladies and gentlemen, now I request the man of inspiration, Dr. Basavaraj L. Sir, Principal, ATME College of Engineering, to render presidential address.
Good morning, one and all present here. Respected today's chief guest, Mr. Prashant, HOD of Computer Science, Dr. Puttegoda, and convener of this seminar, Dr. Naveen, heads of various departments, deans, administrative officers, my dear colleagues, and my dear students. Today's chief guest, Prashant, covered everything in short. It was a really concentrated coming to know that what exactly an artificial intelligence. Computer Science and Engineering Department organized this 3 days national seminar on artificial intelligence and allied area in association with the SERB, Science and Engineering Research Board. And this 3-day seminar is for faculties, research scholars, students to update their skill. Title of this seminar is Artificial Intelligence. All of you are very well aware that this year we have started 3 new courses in our college in addition to the existing 5 branches. The 3 new areas are very demanding courses. One is artificial intelligence and machine learning. Second is data science. And third one is computer science and design. Today, only the students from section B and C have assembled here. In both the sections, we have mixed the students. Please raise your hand. How many students are here with the artificial intelligence and machine learning branch? Okay. While addressing Prashant, I keep observing our students' attitude and behavior. The majority of you are busy in using your mobile phone. He has covered too many things. He has addressed you people how artificial intelligence is going to be useful in all sectors. Okay, you have been invited to listen speakers what content, what they are going to deliver, not to make use your phones sitting in the auditorium. ಅಲ್ವೇನಯ್ಯ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ದೊಡ್ಡಸ್ಕಿ ನೀವೇ ಅಷ್ಟೇನ ಫೋನ್ ಕಂಡಿರೋದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಫೋನ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಫೋನಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಚ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಇದನ್ನ ಚಾಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತಿದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದು. ಸಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಟ್ ನೀವು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಡಾಟಾ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡು ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಮುಗಿಸಿದ್ರು ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮುಗಿಸಿದ್ರು ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾರು ರೆಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಪೆಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಸಿ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್. ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಇಲ್ದ ಇದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಇವನ್ 90% ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ವಿತೌಟ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಎಂಟರ್ಟೈನ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಎನಿ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್. ಪಾಪ ಅವ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಒಂದು ಮೋರ್ ದನ್ 50%. ಐ ಕೀಪ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕರೆಯೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇತ್ತ? I had to call all 8 section students here because of some restrictions, some conditions. ಏನಾದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಇನ್ವೈಟೆಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 2 ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಲ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಮೊದಲಿಂದನು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಓಕೆ. Actually, this is the program, 3 days program, planned offline mode. That's what I said. Due to VTU examinations, our faculty members, not only the faculty from ATME College of Engineering, throughout the state, and this is open to not only in Karnataka, the participants, we have invited the participants from various parts of our country. Even people from industry also registered for this program. Just since last 2 days, we have a request from various sectors, and we have planned for both, but that is blended mode, both in the offline as well as in the online. As Prashant has already addressed, it is very difficult to identify where we are not using artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence going to be used in all sectors. It may be in the agriculture field, it may be in the medical field, it may be in the automobile field. Everywhere artificial intelligence is badly needed. So with this, we have already identified the experts speak of from various parts, that is that too educationists from IITs, IIEs and different universities. They are going to deliver their speech or talk on artificial intelligence and other allied areas in these 3 days. All participants are going to make use this event effectively. I wish all the participants this 3 days program. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir, for your truly inspiring words. Moving on, it is time to propose vote of thanks. May I request Mrs. Lavanya MS, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science Engineering, to kindly come forward to render the vote of thanks.
Very good morning to all. With great sense of gratitude, I take this opportunity to render a vote of thanks. Firstly, I would like to thank Science and Engineering Research Board for sponsoring this event. Now, I would like to thank our today's chief guest, Mr. Prashant Chandrasekhar, Principal Architect, Psychopath, USA, for accepting our invitation and being part of this event. Thank you, sir. Now I request our principal, Dr. L. Basavaraj, to hand over the memento to our chief guest. Thank you, sir. Now I thank our beloved principal, Dr. L. Basavaraj, for his guidance and support in making this event a grand success. Thank you, sir. I thank Dr. Puttagowda D, Professor and Head, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, for his timely support in organizing this event. Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to thank Dr. Naveen NL, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, for his tremendous effort in organizing this event. Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to thank administrative officers, deans, and HODs of all the departments for their gracious presence